Hello, everyone. This is Lori Hargis, and welcome to our Pick Your Flower Power series. And today we're going to be talking about garlic flower essence. Have you ever felt like someone just sucks you dry? Have you ever felt like that? You're in a conversation with someone and it feels like they're just trying to suck the life out of you. Well, this is the vampire archetype, right? This is where somebody, they come and they just take all your energy and you can feel it. You're like, gosh, that person sucked me dry. Well, it's very interesting that garlic flower essence is for when you feel like you have been sucked dry, you have low vitality, and you're fearful. And this can be something too where you are physically infested more or less with parasites and worms and things like that, because you have this kind of low vitality where things can come in and attack you very easily. Just like a vampire, right? Just like all the stories about vampires. And it's interesting how the vampire, sucks the blood out of you. Well, physically, parasites and worms can suck the blood right out of you too, right? Because they're in your blood and they are damaging your body. So this is something we can look at on also at an emotional and mental level and an energetic level. It's like having a vampire emotionally and mentally from others, and also in our energy field. And this can happen too if we've ever passed out from alcohol or drugs. Our energy field gets holes in it. And then other things can come into it that we don't want there. And they call this entities. And I know people say, oh, that sounds crazy and blah, 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 blah. But you can have psychically, you can have this kind of challenge. And this is energetic challenge, okay? And this is where garlic flower essence comes in. It helps you feel more courage and also gives you vitality, just as the herb does. The herb gives us vitality, doesn't it? So, and also it helps us when we have a low immune system. And a lot of times you'll see someone who looks very vacant in their eyes. They're very pale, and it's not because they're Irish like Ruth, like she'd say. They all of a sudden they're very pale. They look very vacant. They're just not really there. They're not really in their body. And this is a sign that they could possibly need to use garlic flower essence. And I'm going to read some other things here too that garlic flower essence can help you with. Nervousness, emotional fears that drain or plague and produce nervousness. Protection from psychic parasites, which drain everyone's energy. Also, this can help you with stage fright. You know how you'll get up on stage and you'll freeze and you don't know why. You have stage fright. It's very good for stage fright. It also can help you when you are feeling very insecure about anything in your life, because insecurities will weaken you. And garlic is all about giving you that vitality to continue on. And when we feel insecure, we also can feel very anxious, and this can lead to worry. So garlic gives us the courage and helps our will to overcome the anxiousness and the worrying. So, don't let the psychic vampire get to you, right? Because then it's going to go into your physical body. Don't allow others to drain you. Make sure that you are environmentally looking at what's going on around you, about toxins, radiation, water pollution, air pollution. Make sure you're eating organic foods, non-GMO foods, because those things will always, if you're eating non-organic foods and also eating GMO foods, those are going to lower your vitality. And then you're going to have a weaker energy field. And like we teach in our emotional healing class, Valerie Warwood has a beautiful video about that, showing the energy field and how when you eat live foods, how that increases your energy field. But when you eat junk food, it decreases your energy field. So we want you to look at how you're eating, your diet, the environment that you're living in. Is there black mold in your house? And then, do you have people in your life that are like psychic vampires? They're just sucking off your energy field all the time. And you've always got some drama or trauma going on. And this lowers your vitality, doesn't it? It's because you're always in an acute condition and you're like a hamster on the wheel. You can't get out of it. So give it a try. Give garlic flower essence a try. I know we use garlic, to get rid of parasites physically, but use this to help your energy field, your emotions, and mentally. So that way you can feel really good. You can have a lot of vitality, and garlic flower essence will revitalize you energetically, emotionally, and mentally, so that way you can feel better. Take 4 drops under your tongue 4 times a day, and we always suggest that you do it at least 28 days to 40 days to make a true change. So if you are a therapist, use it when you have a client that looks pale, vacant, they have low vitality, no energy, and they allow others to influence them too much. They don't have their own boundaries. It's like the vampire coming in, right, and sucking the blood. So where if they have good boundaries and vitality, they can push that to a side and say, I've got to go. And my secretary and I used to always say coats. When we would have someone who would come and the conversation was done, but they just wanted to stay on it, they were like a vampire, she'd look at me and say, Lori, coats, remember we've got that appointment. And we would grab our coats and walk the person out and leave. And we'd go to lunch or do something like that, right? So have always good boundaries with others, and garlic flower essence will help you with that. I hope that this Pick Your Flower Power Today episode, I think we're on episode 9. I hope it's helped you. And next week, we're going to be talking about golden eardrops, repressed memories. So we hope you guys have a great day today. And don't forget your essentials. Use your common sense. Au revoir.